Hey, I'm Caleb with Allied Siding and Roofing. Today I'm going to walk with you on the house and show you some of the things that we're doing. On the front of the house, you'll notice there's a lot of brick, really cool architectural look with some radiuses, some circles, and we're replacing a lot of the things on this house. On the front, we did Grand Manor Certainty shingles. On the back, we did Landmark Pro Moyer black shingles. On the siding, we replaced all the siding with James Hardie 7-inch exposure iron gray, and then we used black trim. James Hardie rough sawn black trim. Okay, one common concern is that mixing two shingles, you might void a warranty, but we specifically called the manufacturer on this to make sure that everything's good and that there's no conflict of interest for the warranty to be good on this job. Come with me, I'm going to show you some of the cool things we did on this house. So just starting out, one thing to note, on this wall, some of these windows are rotting out. Some of them have already been replaced. If you look at the higher up windows up there, I believe those have already been replaced, just based upon the aluminum style and the trim that's up there. Those look like they're brand new replacements. The windows down here, they're in rough shape, so we're changing a few windows, and that's one of them. There's a couple other around the house. So one thing to note too is that on all of our jobs we use Hardie wrap, James Hardie house wrap, or Tyvek house wrap. It's a premier house wrap. It just does not allow any water to get through. It's a small thing, but the small things add up, and so that's what we do is we try and stick to the best products in the market to make sure that your house is as tight, watertight as possible, and it has the longest value. So one other thing I didn't mention kind of in the intro was that we're replacing all the fascia up here, soffit and fascia on this job. So we're doing a vinyl soffit, it's a vented soffit, and aluminum fascia to wrap the wood. So most of the wood's in good condition, but it looks kind of old and outdated. So we're going to give a new sleek look with fresh aluminum. That was the best one, guys. That right there is called a kick flash, and we use it on every job. Some guys don't use it, but it's highly recommended because it pulls water away from your house and doesn't allow for water to get behind the siding and rot down the wall. That's one of the most common issues we run into. We see in a lot of houses is that it's not proper kick flashing, and so it allows water and rot to get behind those areas that you don't want. Okay, so this is kind of the transformation we're doing. You got the Hardie lap siding and the Hardie trim. One thing you'll note, and I'll take you over to the corner over here, you got to run aluminum. So give yourself a little bit of breathing room for the Hardie. You can run Hardie to the brick. They recommend about a 1/4 inch gap. So a lot of times we use a decorative trim, aluminum trim. So it gives us a really nice seal over here. We're gonna caulk this edge and close it up. And then of course we're trying to keep, at the bottom here, we're trying to keep our 1/4 inch to 3/8 gapping off the aluminum to keep up Hardie spec. It doesn't look perfect, but as we touch it up and as we caulk it, it's going to really close things up and make things look really nice, and it's also going to make it pop. So James Hardie provides touch-up kits, which are like these little touch-up pens that provide touch-up to areas of your nail or maybe minor scratches on the wall. It's pretty common for the material to come up with some blemishes and imperfections, and so we have kits to touch that up. Also to touch up our cut ends, that way that everything's sealed as the job's finished. Hey, thanks for watching. As always, please like or subscribe to the channel if you like the content we're putting out, and follow us along as we transform more and more houses.